Greetings. Today we continue part 5 of the suffering of the soldiers from 1 Peter chapter 4 verses 11 through 14. We resume with Mark chapter 6 verse 45, where it says, "And straightway he constrained his disciples to get into the ship and to go to the other side before unto Bethsaida, while he sent away the people. And when he had sent them away, he departed into a mountain to pray. And when even was come, the ship was in the midst of the sea, and he alone on the land. And he saw them toiling and rowing, for the wind was contrary unto them. And about the fourth watch of the night he cometh unto them, walking upon the sea, and would have passed them by. But when they saw him walking upon the sea, they supposed it had been a spirit, and cried out. For they all saw him, and were troubled. And immediately he talked with them, and saith unto them, Be of good cheer. It is I, be not afraid. And he went up unto them into the ship, and the wind ceased, and they were sore amazed in themselves beyond measure, and wondered. For they considered not the miracle of the loaves, for their heart was hardened." Now, let me see. John the Baptist is beheaded in the first part of Mark chapter 6. The loss of a close colleague and the spiritual warfare we're discussing. The work of their ministry was so demanding that they couldn't even stop long enough to take a lunch break. So they were instructed to withdraw to a private place to eat and to rest or relax. And yet, they were once again pressed into service and to Mark's account in the feeding of the 5,000. And then they were sent away by boat to once again seek a place of solace. Yet once again the wind was contrary, and they had to row hard against the wind. The fourth watch of the night was the last 3 or 4 hours before dawn. Jesus comes to them. Now, I don't know about you, but the sequence of the events is starting to sound very familiar. It sounds like many days of my life. Maybe it sounds like some of yours too. You might remember that when Moses and Aaron got in trouble for striking the rock instead of speaking to the rock as they had been instructed, their sister Miriam had just died. Instead of having time and space to grieve, they were murmured against by the people. Many, if not most of you, would be familiar with the concept of PTSD, that is post-traumatic stress disorder, or sometimes we call it today critical incident stress management, CISM. Many soldiers may survive with their physical lives. However, they have physical wounds, emotional wounds, and spiritual wounds that need to be addressed and healed. We read in the scriptures of a few kings who, when they received what they perceived to be a mortal wound at the hand of their enemies, had one of their own to end their lives, or they did it themselves. Many soldiers have had to deal with this reality and do deal with this reality every day. What I'm trying to say is spiritual soldiers can carry battle scars, and some become bitter over losses and quit the service of the Lord. The good news is that our commander-in-chief is also the great physician and the all-wise God who can give healing to body, mind, and spirit through his word, his spirit, and his other soldiers. If you're suffering today, then you need to go to him. If you have been suffering, why have you not already gone to him? I want to take time to turn to the book of Psalms and read a couple passages as we conclude today. We'll go to Psalm 56 and we'll begin at verse number 1. Psalm 56 and verse number 1. All right, Psalm 56 and verse 1 says that this is a psalm for times of distress, and it's labeled in the introduction a Psalm of David, when the Philistines took him in Gath, he says, "Be merciful unto me, O God, for man would swallow me up. For he fighting daily oppresseth me. Mine enemies would daily swallow me up. He fighting daily oppresseth me. My enemies would daily swallow me up, for they be many that fight against me, O thou Most High." And then we'll read the 57th Psalm, entitled "A Plea for Mercy." And this is when he was fleeing from Saul and he was hid in the cave. There are 11 verses. He says, "Be merciful unto me, O God, be merciful unto me, for my soul trusteth in thee. Yea, in the shadow of thy wings will I take my refuge until these calamities be overpast. I will cry unto God Most High, unto God that performeth all things for me. He shall send from heaven and save me from the reproach of him that would swallow me up. God shall send forth his mercy and his truth. My soul is among lions, and I lie even among them that are set on fire, even the sons of men, whose teeth are spears and arrows, and their tongue a sharp sword. Be thou exalted, O God, above all the heavens. Let thy glory be above all the earth. They have prepared a net for my steps. My soul is bowed down. They have digged a pit before me, into the midst whereof they have fallen themselves. My heart is fixed, O God. My heart is fixed. I will sing and give praise. Awake up, my glory. Awake, psaltery and harp. I myself will awake early. I will praise thee, O Lord, among the people. I will sing unto thee among the nations. For thy mercy is great unto the heavens, and thy truth unto the clouds. Be thou exalted, O God, above the heavens. Let thy glory be above all the earth.